Well, hello again. This is another video. This one is on train scheduling. This is the next stage up from programming trains. So what we start off with is we've already got our programs done. If you've watched some of my videos before, they're all sitting there, all mine are. What you've got to do is to come down here to this little box here, like a little list. Then you click that and you get that. What you've got there, actually there's 4 programs there. I've got mine starting at 1420 and that tickets for running. What you've got to do is run that first program from 1420, making sure when it finishes you write down that time there with the seconds, as I will actually show you here. What I've actually got here, this is what that actually means, is at 1420 it will start. At 14:22:07 it'll stop. With this system it will not only works on minutes. So this is, I've actually rang Hornby. Well, I wanted this changed so we can get the seconds in as you do with programming, because it means now you can't start the next program until 14:23. That will then go to 14:25 and 12 seconds. You can't then start till after that, so the next one will be 14:26 to 14:29:27, and then the next one will be 14:30 to 14:37:40, and that is when it'll finish. You can't go between the two. You've got to leave it to the next minute. That is the only problem with this part of the system. It took me over a day and a half to work out how this actually operates. So what you actually got is you do your first one, mark the time down. So the next one there, as I said, is 14:23. So you actually run the program of the two. Work out what the time of the end of that one is, and then do the next one, and then the next one, and all the ticks. And then you tick that, and you can start. Now, one thing I must instill into you with this system is that while those boxes are ticked, this clock is watching for them. So if you start your Railmaster up and leave it, you walk away to make a cup of tea or what it might be, same as on mine, at 14:20 this system will kick in, which means if you've got any other trains on the track or the points in the wrong way, you're going to have smashes. So be warned, make sure that when you finish the program you untick them boxes, which is quite easy, just do that, like that, and then you can do it. Now, to make this operate, what you do is go to the first digit there, double click it, there's a flash, and then on this I've actually got to put it as 14:19:00. That is the way it operates. So I've got to wait virtually a minute before this thing will kick in. So while we're just waiting, we just go around here. All this business on as you see on my last video, which is my magnets, my couplers. This is the latest one I've had, which is this one, which is a whisker type. You can see the little whiskers on there. That fits into the box. And with this type you've got little lips on the lid, so you just press it on and it clips together. And what you actually got is, this is what happens at the end, and these are self-centering ones. So look, see, I then fix them onto the trucks, and I use Hornby point motor screws, which are M4 13mm Demerham. Now I've run out, so I actually hunted round and I found them from this company, which is Brimble Components. The £3.14 for 50. Very good. It's a brilliant system, brilliant website. They've got everything. They've got the scale lighting, which I've actually got on my system. They do relays, they do transformers, wiring, they do everything. It is a brilliant website. Please go on and check them out. Here we go, this is the ones coming, first one of the stage. As I said, I use KD couplings. The only things I've actually got, such as these here, the 2 Hornby wagons, which are special editions, and also that one, which is my Father's Day wagon. Those will stay the same. I'm not cutting the couplers off for them, I'll just leave them as they are. The front one has actually got one on, which is attached to the loco. So that is what we'll do. Is the next one will be that one. Now I've got the screws, I'll finish that one off. my Hornby, my Gadwell with the Pullman coaches, then I've got them in. So all the other ones have got them. So I'm maybe a bit unchanged them. I'm actually, because I've got this old system where I've used these other type of paper clips and magnets, I've still got them in there, so I can actually uncouple these other trucks as well. And I've actually got another one which you'll see in a minute, which is where the dapple is. This is now doing this little program. It's coming round here. Now going back into where it's just come from. You can actually, as you do with programs, you can put 2 or 3 programs together and build them as one. That Gadwell has actually got 3 programs built into this one. They're all separate on the computer, but I've actually got another one which makes them all the 3 together. So there's that one all finished off. That's all done now and gone away and finished with. As you can see, it's now, go to 7 seconds, watch. There's the first point changing, second one, there you are, that's finished. So that's now finished its first stage. I've now got to wait to 14:23 to get to the next one. So this is the only thing, is you've got a delay of 53 seconds. If we put those seconds into the system, which I hope they can do, these trains will run straight after the others, so it'll look a lot better and efficient, especially if you're doing this as display somewhere. It's quite ideal. Another thing I've changed around on the system is just here used to be my control, where my control panel is, but I only had a very small squeeze between that and the wall to get round to my system. So what I did is cut it off, and I've got it here now. Because in summer I've got it by the window, it's nice and cool. It actually sits, as it happens, on an ironing board. I actually did this as temporary, but found out it was quite easy. It's £12 for the ironing board, so that's the way it's going to be, because what it is behind that wall there is a radiator. Now in winter, when it actually comes on, I don't want it near that track of warping it. So what I've actually done is that will actually just move out of the way, come around here, and actually I will put it, shift the unit up, because as you know mine's all on wheels, and I shall put my control panel round here, so it'll be better out of the way of that radiator. So this is now doing this little second stage. This is if it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's now going to pick up, it picks it up, usually picks the dapple cleaner up alright, it's just when it comes to drop it off. One thing when you're doing these programs, you must make sure that your track is perfectly clean. Otherwise you'll have all sorts of problems. More so if you've got sound trains, because half the sounds won't operate because it's missed it on the track, because there's not enough conductivity on the track between that and the train. So you actually make sure the track is perfectly clean when you're running these programs. So that's going now, hopefully just do its last little stage. I've actually, this morning I've actually been up to Andy's at Sawyer's Models up in the Willows in Lancashire. See, Andy's actually just missed it. It doesn't matter, this is just for demonstration anyway. Brilliant shop. He's got a layout exactly like mine is here, in size, and actually it's the F plan of Hornby. Plenty of stock. He's got trains, train sets, track, he's got everything. Him and his dad are very, very welcoming. I spent the morning up there. I then left there and came back and actually called in at Steve from Hobby Goblin. Steve, Hobby Goblin, is moving to the 14th of July. He's moving about half a mile away to another shop, a bigger shop, which you can get more stock in. It is right opposite the Port Vale Football Club, so it's easy to find if you're hunting for it. So best of luck to Steve with his new venture. I shall be seeing him, I see him every week anyway, but I shall hopefully see the shop in a different light when it comes. So that is that programme done. It is now waiting for the next one, which is 14:26. You can see where it'll click, should click the next programme in. which is the track cleaning one. There we are. Now we're going to start the track cleaning. One thing I've got with my track cleaning, as I've told you before, underneath one of those trucks, which is actually the grey coal truck there, are the dust monkeys. I run this round, although I do normal cleaning, I always leave these on the trucks. It is a lot easier just to run over the rails. This is one which I took off earlier this morning. Look at this dirt on that. So all I do is get some Dapper Cleaner or Track Magic, tip a bit on, not a spot on, rub it, take it downstairs, wash it under the sink, bring it up here. When it's dry, I then swap it out. They come in packs of 4. I've only ever used 2. I've got one sitting on that one and that one, so what I have to do is once this is done, all its system, I will just bring the train out again, clip it off its truck, and then I shall swap it over and then wash the other one. So I've had them 9 months and I've only been using the 2 of them. I haven't actually used the other 2 brand new ones. So it's something that I find very, very good. One thing is to see where those trains are there. It's a bit awkward to get at, all this thing's going on. I've got this, which as you know is a litter picker, and it's ideal for reaching over there to pick trucks up or trains up and bring them back over here when I'm stuck. I haven't got to try and climb anything. So that's a little gadget I actually use sometimes. Hopefully the trains don't come off, so I'm quite happy with that. Say it does 2 outside tracks, 2 in, then it does an out and in, and then it'll go and sit back into its siding again. It's now going to go back on the outside track. These are quite big programs. The one for the Gadwall is 3 programs built into one, and I'll tell you, I'll explain that when I get to that one. So this is going round. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do so, because when you subscribe, what will happen is when I do these videos, you'll automatically get an email with the video, and it's quite easy to work off. These videos are mine, and this is now video number 25, are being shown in 74 countries. So I've got places I've been here, I've got them all around. One of my biggest ones after England is Australia. I've got a big following in Australia, so good day to you all. I've got them in Germany, Spain, everywhere, which I'm very pleased for. So please subscribe to the channel. Also, as if you want to contact me, please do so. My phone number is 01782 302194, and I'm here day and night. I'm very often away from my railway. If you get any problems with this Railmaster system, or make inquiries about it, please give me a ring. I am here. I'm only happy to talk to you. I've also, on my computer, I've got Team Viewer, which means that I can actually link to your, if you've got Team Viewer on, I can link to your computer and go and demonstrate it through your computer by me operating it from here. So that's another little thing. We've also got a Facebook page called Railmaster Help, and on there is as many as I can of all the exhibitions that are coming up. If there's about 5 or 6 for one weekend, I actually swap them around every day, so every one actually has a chance at the top of the screen. This is the first part of the programme which I actually built, which is the Gadwall coming out, and it'll come out and it'll go round to the signal, just about where it is there, and stop, and then it'll do its main programme, and then it'll come back in to the back siding again. So it was all 3. I, in the programme, actually built all the 3, put them together, and this is what it's actually doing now. So this is just slowly going round. If I come down here, so you can see a better view from this side as well. Of course, there's my famous Arriva train, which I love. It's all got the sounds. I've also recently, just wait for this to just stop there, I recently installed speakers to do the train announcements. And for ones and two have actually heard it, I've got the church clock in my computer. So on the hour, on the quarter, on the half, on 3/4, it chimes. But on the hour, it chimes the hours as well. So the first day when I connected this, I said, oh, I'll just try the clock. Wow. It was like sitting in the middle of Big Ben. It went off, it was that loud, I could hardly hear myself talk. So I don't leave it on for that, but it does the train announcements, which I'll show you in a minute once this is finished all this system. So now what it's going to do is, this is its second stage. So I've put all these sounds in, whether they're the right way around, I don't know. But it's just a way of showing all the functions that this particular train's got in it. So now it's going to start off and do its main run. As I've said before, all my signals, all my decoders are by Train Tech. I have no problem at all. I've had these from day one. I've never had one fail, not one signal to fail. I've never had any decoders to fail. They are very, very good. And I would highly recommend them. And then the mallard one at the back there, the back coach there has got one of the Train Tech lights in it, and also a flashing light on the back, so that once it moves it will actually go off on its own. This is now going to build its speed up. There it goes, it's going up with it. So one thing, as I've said on the Facebook, if anybody's got a railway exhibition that's coming up, please get in touch with me. My email address is on the site, and I will put it on for you. All I need to know is if you've got so many layouts, and you've got trade stands, such like that, demonstrations, I'll add that in. Also give me the times, the dates and the times when we're doing it, and it'll all be on. So if you go on Facebook, you'll actually see it. We've also got a website now. It's got a few little teething problems on it, but that is you can pick that up off the Facebook page anyway. What happens is when I do these videos, they automatically flash themselves up there. And also is shops are going on there as well. Same as Andy at Sawyer's Models, he's on there. Steve at Hobby Goblin, Train Tech, they're all there. In actual fact, if you go on there, all the Train Tech products are on there on the website. It's also a forum as well, so if anybody has problems or want to know something, I had one from Australia, which was Greg from Australia, who wants to know how to do a turntable. So I sent him all the details of how to do a turntable, and also how to put a decoder in. Hopefully in the near future I'll actually have one here just to do a demo. I can't get one, the layout's not big enough. So I'll just do the demo on how to operate a turntable, because you've got to have a decoder in the turntables. So how to do that and do it on Railmaster. So that's finished its main run. It's all it's going to do now, it's going to come round into the siding and then finish. Just while it's doing that little bit, one of the things, once you've done these programs, all you have to do is on your clock is go to the centre of the clock, double click it, and it'll bring you back to normal time. So that'll do it. But again, remember to take those tick boxes out, otherwise what will happen is that this will start off all on its own at 14:20. I actually tried it the other day just to make sure, because this is upstairs in my spare bedroom. I live on my own, so as I say, if you ring me day or night, You will not disturb me. You don't disturb anybody in the house. So it's great. I love talking to people on here. So please call me, and we can work from there. I've sorted quite a few problems. Some problems with computers where the Railmaster wouldn't operate properly. There's all sorts of different things you can get. The thing is that if you've got somebody who can explain to you, and by telling you which buttons to press and what you should actually see on the screen, it is a blessing. Because if you've got nobody who can do that for you, you haven't got a clue what's going wrong. And also is that if you need to do, you know where you've gone wrong and you can solve the problem. So that is the end of the program. There it is. It's all finished. That's all gone. So all I have to do now is to come round here, and all I do now is to double click in the centre there, like that. And what it does now, it brings it back to normal time. And that is it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please give me a call on anything to do with Railmaster. If it's only for a chat, I love talking to people. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again. Thank you. Bye.